With Quincy Lewis and Kevin Lynch, I'm Tom Hanneman on a Timberwolves fast break following the Wolves' 116-108 loss in Oakland to the Golden State Warriors, who hit 19 threes in this game, did a lot of things well, including handle things on the board, Kevin.
14 offensive rebounds by the Warriors. That spelled big-time trouble for Minnesota. It seems like every time the Wolves struggle to beat teams and they lose games this year, typically they're getting hammered on the glass. And yet again, here's Golden State so active, keeping possessions alive, kicking those offensive rebounds out for threes. And 19 threes, like you mentioned, Tom, that was a big part of this victory here for Golden State. And Minnesota's got to clean this up quickly.
And when you add the turnovers that they had, it only increased the problems that they have of giving up transition threes, giving up layups. It was just too much to overcome. And Wolves, as much as they played and as good as this score looked, the little things was what really kind of
made a difference in this one.
It really did.
No question about it. Let's take a look at the final numbers in this game. Timberwolves shot it well. They didn't hit the 19 threes. That was a huge difference in this game. More assists than the team that leads the NBA in assists as well. Afterwards, Wolves head coach Tom Thibodeau had great praise for the Warriors.
You know, they're the defending champion, so it's a great team. You know, they play tough, they play smart, they're unselfish. You know, they've been through a lot of situations, and so like I think that it showed. You know, obviously you get Draymond back, you got Steph back. You know, they're getting healthy, so it's a great team. And you know, to beat a great team, you have to play for 48 minutes, and we didn't do that tonight.
Timberwolves road trip resumes Wednesday night in Sacramento against a Kings team that beat the Wolves earlier this season. Then on to Phoenix Saturday before a return home to face the Kings once again. Sacramento certainly has been improved from years before.
Yeah, they have a lot of talent. I really like their point guard. I mean, he's really fast. He pushes the ball. He gets them a lot of easy baskets. And the Wolves really have to make sure that they get back in transition and don't turn over, because this Sacramento team, if you let them get confidence, they will beat you. It's not the Sacramento of old. They push tempo and they will beat you.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you've been a losing team for a long time in Sacramento, is you start to stockpile talent, young talent, and they got some guys emerging that are pretty impressive athletes. I think a lot of people didn't really have high expectations out of the Sacramento Kings, but they've started off pretty well, kind of hovering around 500, and that's a lot better than what most people thought, Tom. And you got them, 2 times in the next 3 games for Minnesota. If you want to continue to surge ahead and get above that 500 mark for Minnesota, you got to beat teams like Sacramento.
We'll be back Wednesday night at 8:30 with the Wolves Live ahead of the Timberwolves battle with the Kings in Sacramento.